Hello, podcaster Liam here. Fun episode tonight. We heard people's really embarrassing stories that were told at their 21st birthdays. We spoke to people who got in physical fights with animals. And to give away Katy Perri tickets, I had this idea where I'd put food in my mouth and sing a Katy Perri song. So we did Katy Perri Perri Nays.
Who's ready to give it heaps?
Yeah.
Again, that's the new catchphrase of the show.
This is Late Drive with Ben, Liam and Bell.
They come in, they give it heaps, you know.
13-24-10. What story did they tell at your 21st? If there was an embarrassing story shared and you can relive that, we'd love for you to give us a buzz and share. This is after yesterday's show. We were speaking about watching spicy movies in public, and Jules called up. She caught her son watching one through the Bluetooth speakers, and this is how she dealt with it.
I banged on the door of my 15-year-old son's in the shower, and I've gone, "Oi, your Bluetooth has just connected to my car." So we had his 21st, so I told everybody at the 21st the story.
Julie!
So good. 13-24-10. What was the story told at your 21st? I remember my mate Sean at my 21st told a story about me at a strip club. And it was literally the one time I've been to a strip club, which was having to be with him on my 18th birthday.
Oh, you go all the time.
I literally don't.
Liam loves it.
He does. He loves going to the clubs.
Well, now, because people don't know me, they actually think I'm just going to head off to the Rippers after this.
Yeah.
He's even got nicknames for the venues.
No, see, I'm trying to... Okay, well, I'm not even going to...
No. Sorry. Go on.
I'm not going to tell the story. I like my job. But what I'm saying is... everyone at my 21st, as soon as you hear a story about someone going to the strippers, it feels like they go to the strippers every weekend.
Yeah, which you do.
Well, I don't know. That's the thing.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, it's fine if you do, man. Jessica in Melbourne joins us now. What was the story told at your 21st?
So it was actually my dad, and in the speech, he asked if there were any single guys there and to please take me out on a date.
Oh. But surely everyone at your 21st you already know.
Exactly, yeah. So I was still pretty mortified by it, but luckily I was dressed as a Smurf, so I was blue. You couldn't see that I'd gone red.
Yeah. Which, to be fair,
Yeah.
Jess, wouldn't have been helping your cause trying to get a boyfriend dressed as a Smurf.
Would have been more awkward as well if someone went, I'll take her.
I'll do it. I volunteer as tribute.
Thank you, Jessica. Nathan joins us now. Nathan, what was the story they told at your 21st?
G'day, guys. So at my 21st, my mother got up to do a speech, and for context, she's a very embarrassing type, and I didn't know she had done this, but when she got up to give her speech, she brought out a box of things I had as a baby, like baby hair, my baby teeth, but she also had my foreskin. So not only did she show everyone, she then passed around the box at the event so everybody could have a good, nice, close look.
It's like Meet the Fockers.
Yeah, it is. I was thinking like a little lucky dip.
Hey, that story might have made you hungry, and that's why, Nathan, I'm going to give you a $50 GYG voucher.
Thank you very much.
No worries at all. Have you tried Guzmani Gomez's nacho fries? It's Chipotle seasoned fries in a bowl topped with guac and sour cream, only at GYG.
I'm sorry. I'm well aware we have to give the GYG things away, and I love a good segue, but I don't think the foreskin story made anyone hungry. Oh, that story might have made you hungry for Mexican. What? What are you even saying? And Belle didn't even notice. She was just like, that seems like
I am hungry.
seems like a normal thing to say.
Anonymous in Melbourne, what was the story they told at your 21st?
Hey, so at my 21st, my mate got up and told this story. We were at a house party when I was about 15, 16 years old, and the girl sewing I didn't really get along with, didn't really like her. So we've gone into a music room, and I've decided to try and fart into a trumpet to make a noise. And then as I'm doing that with my pants down, I see the door open and she walks in, and it sort of startled me a bit, so I've fallen backwards and basically bruised my butthole and couldn't really sit down. I was out of the toilet for about a week.
Trumpet?
Yeah.
Oh, you bruised your butthole. Did the mouthpiece insert itself?
Yeah.
Oh,
Lucky nothing went in. It sort of just bruised it.
Well, nothing you haven't seen before, Liam. It's a strip club.
Okay, guys, I don't go to a strip club. Gee whiz. Well, if that story about the trumpet going into a guy's ass made you hungry, then maybe call us next for a GYG voucher.
The Ben, Liam and Bell podcast. Wait, is Liam that guy from TikTok?
Did you catch this? Charlie XCX is coming to town next year. Oh, yeah, we're going to be having a brat summer. She's playing Laneway, one of the great Aussie festivals. I've been probably 5 or 6 times myself. And I saw Skeggs on there as well. That's a band I like. And then the rest of the lineup made me feel very, very old.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's been a tough week. I mean, Eminem's a grandpa now. I'm looking at lineups of festivals I like to go to. I like to think I'm in the know. You know, we have worked in radio, in music, Australian music for a little while. I'm so out of the loop, man.
Yeah.
Not even funny. But I wanted to make myself feel a little bit better tonight. So, Ben, I've got the lineup here. And I've also thrown in some red herrings. And I want you to decide whether I'm saying real bands or fake bands.
All right, let's play.
Ben, am I giving you a real or fake band?
Okay, first band, real or fake, on the Laneway lineup. Stinky Phil.
That's got to be fake.
It is fake, yes. Okay, well, how about this one? Smelly Nelly.
I reckon that's real.
Fake.
Oh, okay.
Double played you. Okay, the Fuckuckers.
Real?
Yes, American band. Beaver Doobie.
Beaver Doobie? Let's go real.
Real. British singer-songwriter.
Okay.
Debra Boobie.
I also think real.
Fake, that one.
I thought maybe it was a double act or something.
What about this? San Troy Bow Sally and the Teenage Accountants.
That can't be real.
That is not real.
Okay,
That is
good.
something I have made up.
Okay.
What about this? Julie.
Real?
Yes.
Yeah.
Shoegaze band. You guys coming to see Julie later on? Jenny Wickers lost her knickers.
Real.
Fake.
Okay, I'm pretty bad at this game.
You are. Barry can't swim.
That's got to be fake.
That is a real...
Oh, come on!
That's a Scottish DJ.
What is it?
Barry can't swim.
Well, I take it he can't swim.
I bet you can't keep a mewing streak for this whole podcast.
13, 24, 10. Did you have a fight with an animal? How's this story, Ben and Bell? After this teenage Aussie, Isaac, had a fight with a croc. So his fishing guide got attacked by a salty in remote Arnhem Land. So you're stuffed if you get properly done in out there. And he fought it off.
Yeah, it was a bit of shock when he first fell in. I grabbed him when he was in the water and pulled him in, and then hit it with a big pole.
Very chill about the whole thing. Yeah, just hit the croc with a big pole. The guy's got
awful.
puncture wounds in his leg, but the teenager saved his life. So yeah, we want to know if you had a fight with an animal. We've already got a call on 13 24 10 from Rob in Adelaide. Rob, tell us about your fight with an animal.
We own a property out in the bush, and as you can imagine, we've got a dunny that's pretty far from the actual house, and it's one of those toilets where, you know, you got to manually do everything, you know, manually load the water, manually flush. I had to go to the bathroom and, you know, do my thing. Basically, I had to leave the door a bit open because out in the bush, you don't know what's around the corner. It was dark. It's not a very well-lit place.
Yeah.
And I'm there right in the middle, doing my thing, and kangaroo just pops up out of nowhere. Takes a look at me up and down while I'm in the middle of my business. Obviously, I'm in a very compromised position.
Position for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't very happy. He took a bit of a swing.
Oh, hang on.
You were on the toilet.
And a kangaroo punched you.
Yep, pretty much.
And Rob, did you...
Retaliate?
Yeah, are you allowed to... I don't know if you're allowed to punch a kangaroo back, but I suppose if he started it, you know, it's the age-old rule.
What did you do?
I sort of tried to get out of the way as best I could, but by the time I even had a chance to do anything, he was gone. And I was standing up.
It was a dog shot. It was a dog shot from a kangaroo.
Mate, if I had my chance, I would have dropped him.
Eve joins us now in Sydney. What animal did you fight with?
sorry, a bit hoarse. It wasn't exactly a crocodile, but it was a monkey. When I was in Bali, and this is about 10 years ago, but I had these really nice sunglasses that he ripped off my head, or when I was wearing them, and bent them completely out of shape. So they cost me a couple of $100 at the time, and I wasn't exactly rich. So I went back to Ireland on my way back for a holiday, and I went into the sunglasses place, and they're like, hey, what happened? They're all bent out of shape. And I was like, a monkey took them off my head and bent them out of shape. And that was the fight, trying to get them back off the freaking monkey.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say you turned around and punched the monkey for bending your glasses. I'm glad it didn't sort of end there. Well, yeah, I get there was a bit of a scuffle.
It was a tug of war.
It was a tug of war as the glasses were being bent. Daniel, you had a fight with an animal.
Yeah, had a fight with a shark and an octopus too.
Wow! I mean, come on.
It was just crazy. First, I got my scuba gear. I'm going scuba diving. Mind you, I was on my own, and there was I'd gone down to the floor, and then I think I saw something, that I've got my interest. And sure enough, as I got close to it, octopus just fanned out, went to grab my hand. I'm going, what the hell? So I managed to rip it off, and I had a knife in my pocket and my wetsuit, and I cut one tentacle off.
Oh my
God!
God!
I slipped a bit, and then I'm thinking, okay, all right, what else could happen? So I swim away from it, and sure enough, the octopus, it took its right, it squirted wink and swam away. So I'm thinking, all right, I'm all right. Thinking, oh, that was a bit of fun. Anyway, so as I'm going on, you hear like a ting, like something hit a rock. And then I'm looking around. The next thing you know, I'm looking, and there's a shark coming full steam ahead at me. I'm going, what the hell? And so I've put my flippers out in front. I had like the big diving flippers.
Yeah.
And I'm kicking it while it's trying to grab the end of it.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking, all right, okay, I'll just keep kicking and swimming backwards. Eventually, it sort of just gave up. And I'm wondering where this ting came from. So eventually, I finally make it back to the rocks where I was scuba diving, and I surfaced, and I'd seen these guys that were like huffing and puffing. I'm going, what happened to you guys? They said, we tried to hit this shark with a hand spear and we missed it, and then decided to come after us. So we'd already left, but we noticed you were still down there. That's what almost hit you with the spear.
Oh, so you had an octopus, you had a shark, and then you had two guys with a spear gun trying to shoot you.
No, good. It's almost like karma for cutting that octopus's tentacle off.
Yes.
It's like the law of the ocean. It's like something bigger is going to come for you now.
Thanks, Daniel. Danny in Melbourne, this was your husband. He had a fight with an animal.
Yes, that's right. We were in Tahiti for our honeymoon, and we were swimming in a nice lagoon, doing a bit of scuba diving, and a turtle decided to have it in for him. He was waving his little flipper at him and just kept following him, trying to hit him with his flipper.
Trying to slap him.
To the point where my husband was actually getting freaked out by him. He just couldn't get away from him. This turtle was just following him the whole time, just trying to attack him.
Thank God that it doesn't have the same ending as Daniel's story where he got a knife off his belt and cut its flipper off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I killed the sea turtle with my bare hands. Yeah, just strangled it. I'm glad. And it's also like, if you're getting freaked out, and I would probably get freaked out if I was getting, bitch slapped by a sea turtle, but like if you're getting chased by a shark or an octopus, a monkey, kangaroo even, scary, but turtle, it's like, come on.
Mick joins us now. What happened, Mick?
So I walked down to the river with my three Akitas like I do all the time. I looked and there was only two of them there, and I couldn't work out where Hutchie the pup was. And the pup's renowned for chasing rabbits and roos and doing what pups do. So I moved around a little bit, and then I looked, and in the water was this roo, and it was huge. It was like jacked.
Massive.
And all of a sudden, Hutchie comes up from under the water just pouring out of his mouth.
Yeah.
And he's like he screamed type thing. And I was like, what? Are you kidding me? And I got halfway to the root, and Hutchie was breathing quite heavily, like he was really struggling.
Yeah.
And I just open-handed him, and as I did, he's let go of the dog and jumped me. So,
yeah. Were you scared, Mick?
Well, when I actually did back away, I mean, I looked to make sure Hutchie was not in danger anymore. The kangaroo actually has another bit of a go, at a bit of a lunge after me again as I'm walking away.
Would you back yourself in, like putting would you be able to put that kangaroo in like an arm bar, or do you think it would have had you for breakfast?
When we grabbed each other, I tried to take it to the ground, and in my head I was like, "That's underwater, you idiot."
you wanted to roll. You wanted to roll on the mats with that roux.
The Ben, Liam and Bell podcast. Oi, stop gooning. The next bit's about to start.
Love Rat. Bell's a Love Rat.
And if you want to get involved every week, you can DM us. It's probably the best way on Instagram. I love reading the messages that we get, and one stood out this week from Tanya. She's writing in under a fake name about a friend who she's put under a fake name, always juicy. And she says, hey, Ben, Liam and Bell, here's one for the Love Rat. My best friend, let's call her Stacey, has started dating a guy who, wait for it, is married. She's totally fine with it. He says he loves her, etc., but he won't leave his wife. We're all trying to tell her that it's not right and to put herself in the wife's shoes, but she says she loves being on the side with no pressure to settle down and sees nothing wrong with it. 132410, were you the other woman? We do have prizes up for grabs, and you can remain anonymous. Were you the other woman? It is fascinating. It is a fascinating situation to be in, because maybe you are like Stacey, and you're fine with it. You're happy. You're just like, you know what? I'll just be the side chick. No pressure of relationship. Just have fun.
I wonder how many side chicks are listening right now.
Well, we have one already. Anonymous in Brizzy. You were the other woman, or you are the other woman?
I was the other woman.
Okay, right. And how did you feel about it?
Well, my story is a little complicated because I was actually in a relationship with a guy for 4 years. And then he was acting very sus, so I did a little bit of digging towards the end of the relationship. Found out that he was cheating on me. And then I found out that actually he was cheating on his fiancée with me, so I was the other woman for 4 years.
So hang on. So was there three people in this? So was he cheating with someone else or?
No, so he was actually engaged and he had his own life.
Yeah.
And I was the other woman that
you were the
he was his girlfriend behind the scenes.
4 years?
Right, but you thought he was cheating on you. Turns out you came second.
So, Anonymous, how often were you seeing them? Because for him to keep that up for 4 years, like surely you were seeing him every day.
It wasn't every day. There was times where he would ignore me for 3 days and I didn't think anything of it. I just thought that he was a prick. And then, yeah.
What about like on Christmas though?
No, we spent no holidays together because he wasn't religious, I wasn't religious, so we just did our own thing.
What about, did you ever meet his family at all?
No, because he told me that his mum hated me and didn't want to meet me.
Wow.
This guy's a piece of work.
Yeah, but then, and it's so annoying because I'm sure you're kicking yourself now. Like, why didn't I see the
4
signs?
years though.
Oh, in hindsight, yeah, you would see all the signs, but I guess when you're in it, you're in it, Anonymous. Because you're our first caller for this one, I want to give you a NutriBullet flip.
Oh, thanks, guys.
No worries at all. Hopefully that helps with the pain, I guess. NutriBullet, the #1 personal blender brand. We appreciate you sharing your story. If you would like to share your story too.
Now, Anonymous, good evening. Thanks for giving us a buzz. Am I correct in saying you were the other woman, but you knew?
Yes. I'm not proud of it, but I knew.
How long did this go on for?
6 years.
I mean, that's a hell of a long time. I mean, what sort of kept you hanging around? Did you think he would choose you in the end, or?
Oh, just love. I knew after a few years he wasn't going to, but you try to stop, and then you just don't, and you have to. I think in those situations you have to figure it out for yourself, and it's a really strong. It's a really empowering moment at that point when you walk away.
Yeah.
Okay, so you called it. Was he married, like with a family?
Yes.
Wow. And so did they never found out?
Some of his family knew about it. She kind of knew about it, but didn't. Yeah, it's really. That's why I look at affairs differently now. I know it's wrong on every level, and I hope people learn about it. Learn from it, but. Really not as black and white as what it does sound. There's factors, but it was. But when you say it back, it really is crazy, and I've learned a big lesson.
And Anonymous, surely if you're in love with someone and they're married to someone else, do you sort of weirdly think about that other person a lot? Do you end up sort of having this sort of obsession with them as well, being like, well, why are they still with them and not with me?
Yeah, you start to think it's more when you're exposed to a lot of people who leave. Like there's a lot of affairs, if you actually talk about it with a lot of people and they, not the affair aspect, but if you open up to a lot of people or people talk to you, affairs happen more often than you think. And you hear stories where people actually do leave for love or leave their family, and it works. Like my family, it's happened heaps. And it works out really well. Everyone's really good friends with the new person. So it hurts you when they don't leave and you are that person that they decide to stand the moral high ground. So that's where it's a real confronting kind of why aren't I good enough type thing. I know it's all weird, I know, because you think mistress, why they woe me, but it really is like there's lots more to it and you start to question yourself.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your call. You sound like a wealth of knowledge. Could talk to you forever. Thank you so much. Moving on to another anonymous. Good evening. Thanks for giving us a call. We're asking if you were the other woman. Now, you were the other woman, but you didn't know.
No, I didn't. And then I ended up pregnant.
Oh. And so how did that one play out?
It's been kept a secret from his entire family, from his girlfriend. Nobody knows but me and him.
And so this is like ongoing. It's playing out as we speak.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, so is he, I imagine, he's helping fund your child together?
No, I just ended up saying I don't want anything from you, so just leave it at that.
How old is the child? Can you say roughly? How old is the child?
Oh, he's nearly 10 months old.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so it's quite
pretty fresh.
And so have you had much contact with this person since?
Yeah, and I've tried to get him to come and see our baby, but he doesn't want to. He's too scared.
Oh.
Were you guys together?
I've given him plenty of options. He doesn't want to, so whatever, it's his loss.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Were you together for a while? Did you have a relationship or was this just a one-night thing?
No, we were kind of seeing each other on and off for about 3 years, and then I kind of just one day found out he had a girlfriend. I was like, well, thanks for lying to me.
Yeah.
So,
and then the timing of it all. I mean, if only we had some sort of blender or something to
let me have a look.
Give you
Let me have a look through my cupboard here. I've got a NutriBullet Smart Sense combo with your name on it, Anonymous.
Oh, thank you so much.
No worries. Of course, not your actual name.
We wouldn't want to reveal all that.
But
you tell someone who will tell someone where to send it.
Yep.
And it'll all be very discreet and you'll end up with the NutriBullet.
Absolutely. We appreciate you sharing your story as well because not an easy one to share. You've got yourself the NutriBullet, the #1 personal blender brand in the world. You are on Nova.
You're listening to Len, BM and Lel.
Right now, we have 2 tickets to give away to go see Katy Perri.
Yeah, TEG Dainty have announced Katy Perri is bringing the Lifetimes Tour presented by Snaffle to Australia next June, and tickets are now on sale at Ticketek.
Now, if you're new to the show, welcome. Come on in, get comfy, listen to the podcast and the radio show. But you wouldn't be aware that whenever we have tickets to give away to go see a musical artist, we leave it up to Liam to decide how we do it.
After memorable, groundbreakingly creative segments such as Curry Styles, Spam Smith,
Let's give her the tickets.
Flamey Shark, as in flaming hot Cheetos.
Watch how quickly
And Kylie Min yogurt covered cranberries.
Can't get you out of my head.
Call us right now on 13 24 10 for tickets to Katy Perri Sauce.
Oh, yeah, Katrina in Melbourne. Are you a fan of Katy Perri?
Massive fan.
Oh, she's the best. You see her at the AFL Grand Final?
That's right. I watched it just to see her.
Yeah, didn't we all? Who cares about the game, all right?
Yeah, that's all right.
I do have some Perri sauce here, thanks to our good friends at Nando's.
This is one of the trickier ons, Liam. Sometimes it's delicious, sometimes it's not. I wouldn't say this isn't delicious, but I don't think anybody wants their entire mouth filled with mayonnaise.
Yeah, Perinaise. All right, well, I'll squirt it in, shall I?
Yep, go for it.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Have you ever heard such a noise?
Oh, my God.
All right, so Liam is going to sing a Katy Perri song. You have to tell us the name of the song that he's singing. Take it away, Liam. Oh, Christ, it's all All right, what song is he singing, Katrina?
Is he singing Fireworks?
Congrats, Katrina. I feel like you knew that, straight away, but we just all let him go for a very long time.
Poor producer Tina was vomiting at the sight of Liam having Perinaise sauce oozing out of his lips.
I want to do a new bit where we bring producer Tina in for this segment because she does have a very bad gag reflex. I thought mine was bad, but hers is actually the worst. I think it'll make it way funnier.
Absolutely. Katrina, you enjoy the show.
Thank you so much. My daughter's going to be so excited.
Love to hear it. Thanks for getting involved.
That bit was Baby Gronk approved.
Earlier in the show, we were asking 13 24 10, were you the other woman? And now we have got another call from Anonymous. You were the other man. What happened?
Yes, I was. So the partner I was seeing at the time was very much like I had only been together with him for about 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon it was years after the relationship ended. I got a Facebook Messenger call from someone saying, "Who are you and how do you know?" Let's call him Fred. "How do you know Fred?" I said, "I was in a relationship briefly with him for like 6 months." This is really because I've been in a relationship with him for about 10 years.
Oh, that's not
Wow. And so what did you do about it?
Well, we kind of got revenge and got together and got back at him that way.
Oh, what did you do for revenge?
Got together.
got together.
Got together.
Oh, I thought you meant as in you got together and plotted.
You thought they got
And he
together
got
and
footage.
hatched a plan.
Yeah, but that's
Sorry,
have you not seen the Cameron Diaz film The Other Woman where they literally do that?
Yeah, I think when Anonymous says they got together, they got together.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but surely then he'd be like, sweet, well, I'll join in too then.
To be fair, I was with Belle there. I thought you got together to hatch this sort of crazy plan. Like, right, so then when you come in, you release the marbles in the shed, and then he trips over, and
With
then
the floor have glue all over it.
yeah, and then he gets stuck, and then we take photos, and it's really embarrassing.
That's
Put it
what they
online.
do in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Home Alone.
No, in The Other Woman, they put stuff in his smoothies and they give him
What?
hormones.
A
and,
guy's cheating, so they prank him.
Yeah, they literally do.
Suck shit, Kevin. You just ate a pube.
They put hair removal cream in his shampoo and stuff.
Oh, they get him. They get him
They
good.
do.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.